Here's what you need to know before you dive into A2. This skill is all about the order of operations. All you need to remember is PEMDAS, which tells you the order you should solve an expression in, starting with parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction last. Let's look at some examples. This question only has two operations, subtraction and division. And because division comes first in PEMDAS, we need to do that operation first. So first we do 2 divided by 1 is 2, then 4 minus 2 equals 2. With this question, we need to solve what's inside of the parentheses before we can look at the exponent. So 7 minus 3 gives us 4, and then 4 squared equals 16. In questions like this, where you only have multiplication and division, it doesn't matter which one you do first, but it's generally easier to do multiplication first. So we could start with 2 times 2 equals 4, and 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Next question, how can you support this channel to continue making videos? Well, this one's pretty straightforward. You just need to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. In this question, we need to start with the parentheses before we can multiply. So we start with -2 plus 5, which gives us 3. And then -5 times 3 gives us -15. In this question, we can do the exponent first. So we have -8 squared, which is the same thing as -8 times -8. And that gives us positive 64. 64 plus 5 is 69. In this question, we need to multiply before we add. So 10 times -1 is -10, and -10 plus -6 gets more negative to -16. In this question, we need to multiply before we add. -3 times -3 is positive 9, and -5 plus 9 is 4. In this question, we have to solve the parentheses before we can divide. So first we do -5 plus -5 gives us -10, and -10 divided by -2 is positive 5. In this question, we have to solve the exponent before we can subtract. -7 squared is positive 49, but don't forget this subtraction symbol. We still have to do -2 minus 49, which gives us -51. For this last question, we have to solve the parentheses before we can divide. So we'll start with -1 minus -3. Now remember, minus negative is the same as a positive. So we have -1 plus 3 gives us 2. Then we have -2 divided by 2 gives us -1. That's all I've got for this lesson, but if you want to see more videos just like this, you should check out the Algebra 1 IXL playlist right here. This is Mr. Leo with Epic Math. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.